We don't know how to converse with one another anymore as a society. We have lost the skill of conversation.
I don't go everywhere. I'm not interested in talking to people.
That's a really cute outfit.
But social media made it so easy to avoid conversations. I understand that it's probably awkward for a lot of people to have conversations. Everything is like a quick blurb or some initials or some emojis or whatever when you're texting somebody. But I think we need to bring back the art of communication, of conversation.
No, because mastering the art of conversation is an actual life skill. Some people naturally have it and we're just born with it. And for others, you need to hone in on the skill. And it's not like riding a bike. If you don't use it, you lose it. Perfect example, people who left COVID and quarantine with social anxiety that they never had before. A large part of that is because for a year and a half, you were like kind of not speaking to anybody. Another example is people who work in industries or work roles that don't involve talking to other people much. And suddenly when you go into new settings with strangers, you're finding yourself very anxious and socially awkward because you haven't talked to another human being in a very long time. And if that's you, it's okay. I've been there myself, believe me. But this is my recommendation for getting over your social awkwardness, social anxiety, or being able to strike up conversation with literally anybody. If you're in school looking for a part-time job or just looking for something new, I would highly recommend going into waitressing or bartending, because not only was that some of the most money I've ever made as an employee, but you learn so many different skills on the job. There is an art form in serving a stranger, and by the end of their meal or by the end of their night partying, they feel like you and them are friends. Not only that, but they want to come back. And not only that, but when they do come back, they want to sit at your table. They want to sit at your bar. They want to party in your section. That right there is a life skill, and it's a transferable life skill. Now, if waitressing, bartending, or bottle service does not align with your lifestyle, or you're just not looking for another job, I totally get it. There are other ways to practice putting yourself out there and practice speaking to strangers. One recommendation that I have is to go on walks and greet every single person that you pass by. And by greet, I don't mean do the awkward tight lip. No, I mean actually say hi to them. Hi there. Good morning. Good afternoon. Love your coat. Oh God, I love your shoes. Oh my God, your puppy is so adorable. What kind of dog is that? Just start off with greetings and say hi to every single person. And as time progresses, you'll get comfortable with just striking up random conversation with strangers about anything.
I was watching this video and a guy said, we don't even converse with each other anymore. Conversations are free. And he was right. Conversations are free.
I am a licensed conversationalist and a certified yapper. Today we're going to be starting my series, How to Talk to Strangers, because within every stranger is an opportunity in the form of a new friend, business partner, or life partner, who knows? So you should be talking to strangers. It's not very difficult. I'm going to tell you how. If you're an individual that has a lot of anxiety about talking to strangers, here's what I would recommend first. And that's just start exposing yourself to mini conversation, miniature interactions that don't require a lot of back and forth, so that you can start to just build the muscle of starting the conversation. Once you get really good at starting conversations, you'll see that you can lead some of them in different directions. But if you go into every conversation thinking it's going to be a whole conversation, that's why you're not doing it, because you're like, oh, what am I going to say when they say this, when they say this? So expose yourself to miniature conversations. How do you do that? First things first, talk to everybody. Like when you walk into a room, hi, nice to meet you, hi. Whenever I walk into a room, I greet every single person one by one. I'm shaking hands one by one by one. My name, my name, my name. Or the people, like when you go in and get food, thanking the waiter, thanking the waitress, even going out of your way to like express extra politeness. Just like speak. You know, you walk into Walgreens, hi, welcome, thank you. They're like, start exposing yourself to mini conversations, because you know those things. Like these are little things where it's just you maybe saying hello, bye, have a good day, thank you for your service, a little bit like that. Those are mini conversations. The little touch points, we'll call them. Then when you're seeing people in, regular strangers, individuals, I always feel like it's best to start with the compliment. All right. If you see someone's shoes and you like their shoes, instead of keeping it to yourself, be like, hey, I like your shoes. They may just say thank you. If they say nothing, that doesn't matter either. But more than likely, they'll probably say thank you. And then boom, mini conversation with a complete stranger. And you have to build those up. If you want to work on this as you want to get better at talking to people, start slow, start small, but start frequently. Like these are things, this is something you can do tomorrow. Like just start forcing yourself to like open your mouth, be the person that's talking and that's going to speak up. Like everybody knows that about me. Like I'm talking to everybody in the room. Everybody. If I can't get around to everybody, I'm making it to most people in general. And once you get more comfortable being that person, you have like more, I feel like it builds up your social battery as well, because you can have many interactions without having to worry about the whole conversation. And then you will get good eventually at deciding, okay, you know what? I do want to ask another question. Maybe I want to say another thing. I want to start to slowly build upon this without it feeling like it's going to always be this big, I need to have 5 minutes of stuff prepared to have a conversation with this person. It's not that deep.
It's become awkward to have conversations with strangers. So whenever I am in the store, a lot of times I will say hi to people. I will look at them. I will try to, spark up a conversation. If I see something that you have on and I think it's nice, or your hair looks good, I'll try to spark up a conversation. But I do see that it is odd for a lot of people to talk to one another But we have to socialize. We have to keep community.
Here are 3 easy ways to start conversations with people. Number 1, ask open-ended questions. Do not ask yes or no questions, because once a person says yes or no, like, do you come here often? Yes. What are you going to say? Now you got to work 10 times harder to build back up that momentum. Ask them like, oh my gosh, what inspired your style? I love it. I asked this girl the other day who had blonde hair, like, what color do you like wearing the most? Number 2, tell stories. So after I asked her what colors does she like to wear, I told her, yeah, in 2016, I bleached my whole hair blonde and it completely changed the colors that I was able to wear. She's like, yeah, I can only wear dark colors because otherwise yellow washes me out, blah, blah, blah. Don't be afraid to share things about yourself. You don't need to wait for other people to ask you, because a lot of the times they're not prepared to ask questions. So feel free to share stories. Number 3, give compliments. Oh my God, I love your shirt. Where'd you get it? Oh my God, I love your pants. Where'd you get it? Whatever made you want to walk up to that person, compliment them on that, and that's how you can start the conversation. It's natural. There's no script. Go off of vibes. If you see something and you like it about that person, go up and tell them. I have one rule. If I think about something about somebody, I need to tell them, as long as it's positive. But that's what got me over my fear of approaching new people, because it's not as scary as you think. So I hope this helps.
Yo, if you do this, you'll know how to start a conversation with any stranger you meet, I promise. Number 1, you can open with a genuine compliment. I probably do this one the most. And the key here is to let your compliment be something you actually mean. For example, I was at the mall not too long ago. I saw a woman wearing a sweater that I genuinely thought was really cool. So I went up to her, I said, hey, I just want to let you know it's kind of random, but that's a really cool sweater. And she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. Are you from around here? As if she was waiting for someone to compliment her on her fashion choice for the day. Which is one more point I want to add to this, is it's really helpful to compliment people on something they've earned or they worked for. Number 2, you could ask for someone's opinion on something. And an example of this is you could be at the store and you can say, hey, excuse me, which of these jackets looks better? They're the brown one or the black one? When you ask for someone's opinion on something, you're putting your trust in them. And when someone puts their trust in you, it's kind of flattering. Number 3, comment on what's going on around you. For example, if you're at the bus stop waiting for the bus, you can say something like, wow, I feel like the bus is taking forever to get here. They'll probably say something like, yeah, it is. Why is it taking so long? Doing this is great because it comes off as effortless because you're commenting on a shared experience. Number 4, you can just be direct. This is one that I do from time to time. For example, you could be at a party or a networking event and just straight up say, hey, I'm just going around meeting people. What's your name? No matter how nervous you may feel inside, by being direct like that, people automatically assume you are the most confident person in the room. Another thing I want to add is when you go and start a conversation with someone, don't try to go in that conversation trying to have a really long conversation. It takes the pressure off and you'll be able to get a decent sense when you open the conversation if that person is interested in keeping the conversation going.
Conversations are free. And we have to get back to conversing with one another, finding community within one another, socializing with one another in a positive way. And that conversations are free really stuck with me. I was chilling with one of my girls this week, and I was saying how we don't necessarily have to always go out. We can go to one another's house and socialize that way. We don't have to meet at a restaurant. We don't have to go to a lounge. We don't have to do those things. We can enjoy each other's company and start to learn how to converse with one another on a different level. What do you think? What do you think? I think it's good. I think that saying, it just stuck out to me. Conversations are free. And it just made me think. What do you think?
Here are 6 ways to start a conversation with anyone without it getting awkward. Number 1, speak first. The reason why conversations get awkward is because people sit around and stare at each other. Take initiative and break the ice. Because I guarantee the people around you are just as nervous as you. Or if you're not nervous and you're confident, that's even better. That means open up a conversation shouldn't be difficult for you. And you'll be able to carry the conversation and make the person that you're talking to feel heard, valued, and they'll respect you more because you're easy to approach. Number 2, ask better questions. Don't just ask the generic questions. Ask questions that's actually going to make them think. That's only going to get them more engaged into the conversation. And it's going to make them more intrigued. Not only that, you're going to stand out. People communicate with thousands of people on a day-to-day basis. And ask something they're not familiar with or something they wouldn't have expected you to ask will make you memorable. And being memorable is more powerful than you think. Number 3, pay attention to the small details. Whether you're going to a business event, linking up with some friends, or you're just out in public. Notice the small things about them, and that's how you can start another conversation. When you enter new rooms, it's always going to be something emotionally connected to that person that you're meeting. And you noticing that and pointing it out will show that you're paying attention to your surroundings. And it's going to make them more vulnerable towards you. Number 4, slow down when you talk. This is something I had to learn. Talking fast only makes you seem nervous, but speaking slow not only shows that you're confident, but it will allow you to articulate yourself better. Practice reading books out loud and practice just talking slower. Number 5, stop trying to impress. The moment you start overselling yourself and making the conversation only centered towards you only makes the conversation get worse. People will see your value based off how you carry yourself. And during the conversation that you're having, opportunity will naturally present itself. And it's your job to catch on to it and fill in the shoe. You don't have to be overly confident, arrogant, or trying to step on other people's shoes to stand out. Be yourself, be calm, be cordial, and know when and what to say at the right time. And lastly, number 6, actually listen. A lot of conversations die before they even start because one person is talking over the other person, and cutting them off like that only shuts them down. You're not letting them get a word out, and that's a complete turn off for anyone. When you're having a dialogue, back and forth, they got a rhythm to it. If you break the rhythm and you break the frequency, you're only making that person lose interest in you or what you're selling to them. Always remain a student. And that basically means Always have an open ear before you're quick to talk. Not only will that bring you more value in your conversations, but you will be more trustworthy.
Now, you know what's also free? Not only conversations, but these comments that you can write down in my comment section. It helps the video. The likes help the video as well. And I appreciate every single one of you that watch and engage in my videos. So I really appreciate that conversation. And yeah, I just thought that was interesting when I watched them say that conversations are free and we have to get back to living in real life. You know, I know we're living, but are we in real life? Are we touching grass? Are we smiling at one another? Are we complimenting one another? Are we having short talks and conversations? Or are we being avoidant? Now, I know, and when I say that, sometimes you look at a person and you're like, hold on, I'm going to have to avoid them because something seems a little, you know what I'm talking about. But don't avoid everybody. I don't even know why I said that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.